Coming up,
You just get that true heterosis when you put a Shorthorn back on your other British breeds.
Those resulting steer progeny are extremely profitable.
They grow up on their mom and grass.
Birth weight, calving ease, and carcass traits.
And they have the conversion factor. They put it all in a pretty nice package.
Shorthorn cattle deliver profit traits that are in high demand. Next on The American Rancher. Hello and welcome to The American Rancher. I'm Pam Minnick. Today we spotlight Shorthorn cattle. The groundbreaking work of the American Shorthorn Association is steadily growing the awareness and promoting the benefits of Shorthorn genetics in the commercial beef industry. 3 successful Shorthorn breeders are demonstrating that growth by delivering profit traits that are high in demand with commercial operations nationwide. Our first stop is family-owned and operated Paint Valley Farms, located in Millersburg, Ohio. Lee Miller and his family started Paint Valley Farms in 2005, and since then the herd has grown to 125 head of Shorthorn and Shorthorn composite cows. A select group of Angus cows are mated to Shorthorn bulls to produce F1 Shorthorn Cross Angus seed stock. The Paint Valley breeding program focuses on raising bulls that meet the needs of commercial cattlemen using Shorthorns to produce their own replacement females. Paint Valley Farms was recognized by the Ohio Cattlemen's Association as the 2018 Seed Stock Producer of the Year.
In our herds, we focused on birth weight, calving ease, as well as performance and carcass traits. But we really focused on a lot of maternal traits also. But we believe the real value of a Shorthorn bull in the beef industry is the maternal traits he brings to cow herd. The selection traits we're focusing on at Paint Valley Farms starts with calving ease and fertility, as well as the maternal traits of the mama cow. We believe in longevity. We believe that's a key indicator for profit in the beef cattle sector, as well as the carcass traits, which include muscling and marbling very specifically. People come here to look for a bull because they're looking for calving ease, they're looking for some style, they're looking for some growth, they're looking for rib shape, some muscle shape, some doability back in those cattle. And I think one of the other reasons people like coming here is I think they're looking for customer service. So they're looking for bulls that can be trusted, bulls that are guaranteed, and they know that if they're halfway across the country that we'll get the bulls to them. In our own herd, we brought in Angus cows that we're now using Shorthorn bulls also. Or we're using Shorthorn bulls on those Angus cows also. And our hopes there is that we can create a British F1 female that we can either retain or sell back to our customers here.
Paint Valley Farms collects comprehensive performance data to help them and their customers make the best decisions for improving their herds. Paint Valley Farms hosts a female production sale, a maternal event, on the second Saturday every December, as well as the bull sale on the first Saturday in April, held this year on Saturday, April 6th. The bull sale will offer 50 Shorthorn and Shorthorn influence bulls from Paint Valley and their partner, Byland Polled Shorthorns.
In our cow herd, we collect a lot of data. It starts at calving with birth weight, udder scoring, and disposition scoring. It leads on to weaning weights, yearling weights, carcass scan data as well. We do frame score the cattle. And we've now added genomics as well. It gives us a lot more accurate data that our customers can trust that the data that they're getting is accurate. For us, I think customer service starts with offering all the data, photos, and videos of every bull. We also offer those at auction so that everybody has an equal opportunity to select and buy the bull they're looking for. So one of the challenges with the Shorthorn breed is a lot of people have forgotten how good those cattle were 30, 40, 50 years ago, right? And so most people today are not exposed to any Shorthorn genetics, right? so they never really get to see the quality of those cattle. And my suggestion, and somebody told me this when I started buying Shorthorn cattle, is if you keep looking and look long enough, you will find the quality you're looking for. So the quality exists. It's a matter of getting out and finding it.
After the break,
if we have assisted births for calves outside of abnormal presentations, they're typically called, or if they're a bull calf, they will definitely be castrated.
Now guys are starting to look for heterosis to go with a predominantly black herd and a solid red color pattern, which is a focus here for us, is something that they're looking for.
2 more Shorthorn breeding programs demonstrate how their development of high-demand profit traits can benefit your operation. You're watching The American Rancher.
If you're in the stocker business, you know exceptional care and good nutrition are the keys to healthy, profitable cattle. The Gain Smart Stocker program provides all the tools you need to minimize stress at receiving, stimulate appetite quickly, and create efficient gains on forage or feed. Plus, feeding Gain Smart makes your cattle eligible for Superior's first ever value-added nutrition program. Learn more about the Gain Smart Stocker program and find a dealer near you at gainsmart.com.
We want a trust relationship with our customers. We want them to know that we care about them, that our products work, and we'll stand behind them.
To come back and purchase, to bid and buy their customers' cattle, they're very, very dedicated to a customer's product, and I think that creates a lot of longevity.
98, that's 63,000. Thank you.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. Leveldale Farms in Mason City, Illinois was founded in 1852 and is focused on raising Shorthorn cattle since the early 1900s. Dr. Les Mathers is the 5th generation to continue the family tradition of producing quality seed stock. Known as the headquarters for herd bulls since the 1950s, Leveldale develops practical cattle that generate profit for both the registered and commercial customers. The breeding program at Leveldale aims to raise low-maintenance cattle that maintain growth, superior carcass quality, elite reproductive efficiency, and production longevity. The top cow families in the herd are the result of many generations of Leveldale breeding.
We've always had Shorthorns, not always being promoted and not always as the only breed, but primarily focused in the Shorthorn business since the late 19 teens, early 20s. They're expected to perform out here on pasture, have their own calf, and breed right back without any assistance. We don't trim any feet. We don't do anything special to them. They grow up on their mom and grass.
Particularly what we focus on at Leveldale, we have a lot of emphasis on controlling birth weight and calving ease, but without trying to sacrifice growth or any carcass characteristics. And we have very strict guidelines we go by that if we have assisted births for calves outside of abnormal presentations, they're typically called, or if they're a bull calf, they will definitely be castrated.
Of course, we don't creep feed at all and haven't for decades, but it lets us see how good the moms do and whether they breed right back and calve unassisted the next year as well. And that's really what we're trying to put out there, are attractive animals that are good structure and good movement and longevity and require no maintenance.
They have to function on their own, or we don't really tolerate it, and we call any offspring or older cattle that may develop foot problems, udder problems, any disposition issues. We don't give them any second chances. They have to function, or we move on.
Leveldale hosts 2 sales annually, a bull sale in March and a female sale the first Saturday in November. This year, Leveldale's private treaty bid-off bull sale is Monday, March 4th, with an open house to view the bulls on March 2nd and 3rd. The bulls selling have extensive performance data, including all weights, frame scores, scrotal circumference, and carcass ultrasound measurements.
The advantages with the Shorthorn breed and for what we're trying to do is developing, low maintenance cattle that will function in any type of environment and take care of themselves, and no matter where they end up or what breed they may be a composite with or crossed up with, I think they're going to be functional cattle that anybody within the cattle industry can be successful and be profitable in the end.
And after weaning, our bulls are fed additional nutrition, but high fiber, in order to assess best their growth abilities and to collect the data that we collect on all of our animals and have for many decades, including ultrasound data for over 25 years.
This year's offering includes bulls from their National Western Stock Show Pen of Bulls. Leveldale exhibited the Grand Champion Pen of 5 bulls in Denver for 2017 and 2018, a testament to the quality that the operation is known for. For more information on the bid-off sale, contact Dr. Mathers or herdsman Scott Wall. Marty and Scott Loving of Loving Farms have more than 300 registered Shorthorn cows. Loving Farms has the highest number of elite performers defined by ASA performance recognition programs. An operation that started nearly 70 years ago in Pawnee Rock, Kansas, Loving Farms' success is attributed to their dedication to the commercial cattlemen, their progressive emphasis on data collection, and their incorporation of innovative composite breeding to a strong genetic base. Loving Farms will be selling more than 50 bulls and 30 females in their 2019 Predictable Genetics Proven Performance Bull Sale in Pawnee Rock, Kansas on March 2nd. They welcome visitors to the farm year-round.
We treat our herd as a commercial herd with our short 60-day calving windows in spring and fall, and our focus has been on producing moderate to low birth weight bulls that can work in the commercial sector but still have a lot of growth.
Now guys are starting to look for heterosis to go with a predominantly black herd and a solid red color pattern, which is a focus here for us. Is something that they're looking for, and they're surprised to find that the Shorthorn cattle can be very good on the maternal end and also very good on the performance and carcass side.
They have the maternal ability, the milking ability, they have the carcass grade ability, and they have the conversion factor. They put it all in a pretty nice package.
Customers find more than superior cows at Loving Farms. Their innovative use of Angus and Red Angus composites keep the commercial cattlemen coming back for predictable calving ease, growth, and feedlot performance genetics. The Lovings also offer customer assistance in marketing their calf crop.
Cattle buyers, backgrounding lots that are hungry for Shorthorn genetics, and specifically our genetics. We've worked with them for several years, and they offer services to these guys to be able to buy their cattle back, basically to go direct to market with them, and essentially it takes out the commissions and some of the other things that evens the playing field for these guys where color doesn't become an issue. And that's kind of opened up some market for us to be able to allow some of these cattle to have just a little bit of white or just a little bit of roan to them, that the standard Shorthorn traits that people recognize.
We originally started breeding some black composite bulls for black composite bulls that could go in and work in a crossbreeding situation where their cows were already half Shorthorn, and it's been an eye opener for us, giving us a different look at our Shorthorns. We see how those crosses work with their black and red Angus. The composites are popular in our bull sales to our customers. They seem to be grabbing onto that pretty well, and so we've continued it.
We try to measure every parameter that we can put a number to. Helps us analyze the cattle, helps us produce a little more of a predictable product. You know, we want these cattle to go out and work. We want them to work like they're supposed to work. And really the only way that you can do that is by creating a data-driven animal that's got predictability, that performs as expected. We have to remove 100% of the risk from these cattle, and that's something that stuck with me in terms of the way we breed cattle and the way we look at cattle. Anything that is a risk for us is going to be a risk for our customer. You know, and we don't need a reason for a customer to go back to doing what they were doing. We don't need to give them that reason. That's why we feel like we've got to do a better job than most.
At the end of the day, Loving Farms is a family-run operation that works hard to breed the best shorthorn cattle. The result are high-performance shorthorn genetics that deliver high-demand profit traits for commercial cattle operations.
I'm proud of our shorthorns out here and my family that stood with me to build this herd. My wife and my son Scott's involved heavily into it. They've invested a lot of time along with me in building this herd of cattle to where we are today.
Coming up,
It's a great opportunity for a breeder to be able to take their bull and compare it to some of the better bulls within the breed to see where they stand.
new science in shorthorn genetics is building new foundations of profitability. That's next on The American Rancher.
Superior Livestock Auction is the largest cattle marketing network in North America. Superior sells forward contracted and immediate delivery load lots of cattle on video auction that are broadcast on satellite TV and streamed online. Superior does it by marketing your cattle to the largest qualified buyer base in the nation. Your cattle never leave your ranch until delivery day. Your Superior rep will be there when your cattle are sorted and loaded, then write you a check when it's done. Simple as that. Superior Livestock Auction sells more cattle each year than any other livestock auction in the U.S., giving you the best opportunity for top dollar on your cattle. Superior's #1 focus is getting you the best paycheck possible. Most producers only get one paycheck a year, and that's why more cattlemen and women trust Superior Livestock Auction to get the most out of every sale. Your hard work deserves top dollar. So call Superior or discover more online to learn how Superior Livestock Auction can work for you.
The Superior Country page is your 24/7 marketplace for buying and selling load lot calves, feeders, breeding stock, and other cattle. Cattle ranchers like the Country page because it's easy to use, and they get the jump on current market conditions by putting cattle in front of buyers right now. Cattle are ready for sale in minutes, so buyers can start bidding. Call or log on today to find out how the Superior Country page can work for you.
Welcome back to The American Rancher. The American Shorthorn Association and its members have made important strides in positioning shorthorn genetics as a profitable choice for commercial cattlemen seeking to maintain British breed influence in a crossbreeding program. We asked several shorthorn breeders to share with us why more cattle operations are adding shorthorn genetics to their herds.
By using shorthorns, those resulting steer progeny are extremely profitable. The Shorthorn of the British breeds is the highest yielding, highest cutability breed. They marble as high or better than any of the British breeds, and so they're recouping a lot of dollars on the steer progeny when their goal was to generate useful females for their environment.
If a producer sells at weaning and they want cattle that have high growth, then there are shorthorns that can do that. If someone is retaining ownership and feeding out their calves, then that's something else that shorthorns can do as well. So I think that no matter what the end goal is in mind, that our breed can do a lot for the commercial cattlemen.
So they wanted to use the shorthorn to try to make them more docile. They like that F1 cross, you get the heterosis, so you get some good fertility. They feed out well, good marbling. The guys that are buying the steers are saying, hey, these are profitable calves in the feedlot and better than the straight bred black calves that we've been feeding.
We've got a big kick. You just get that true heterosis when you put a Shorthorn back on your other British breeds. And we already have data to prove that you get an extra calf out of the lifetime of an Angus Shorthorn cross in the lifetime of that replacement female. So there's a lot of things that Shorthorns can bring to the picture, and really and truly, there's a huge advantage today to a Shorthorn bull in the pasture just because there haven't been enough of them in the pastures across America over the last 10 to 15 years.
I see the place of Shorthorn genetics in the commercial industry as really offering maternal heterosis. I think that's what we do best. I think the females, given their docility, their ability to mother and raise a calf, along with then raising that calf and knowing that inherently there'll be genetic traits such as marbling that will be as good or even possibly superior to some of the other breeds.
Whether you like them red or black or blue roan, you have all that flexibility within the Shorthorn breed, and that's a real tremendous opportunity to capture heterosis, keep that docile, easy fleshing maternal cow. So I think they have tremendous opportunity to be seen as that other British breed alternative in crossbreeding programs.
The bull has to breed the heifers and he has to breed the cow herd. So he's got to be calving ease first. But I think to answer your question, maternal traits is where Shorthorns just shine. Maternal ability, easy fleshing ability, good milking, moderate milking, good teat and udder. We don't have a lot of problems that way. Good sound cows.
And if you have a Hereford Angus cow, you know, if you breed her back to an Angus bull, you're going to lose heterosis. If you breed her back to a Hereford bull, you're going to lose heterosis. You breed her back to a Shorthorn bull, you're going to maximize heterosis with the three-breed cross. They're still going to be all British, and you keep all those traits that are important to you, and doesn't change your operation as far as feed or function of those cattle.
Progressive Shorthorn breeders are working with the American Shorthorn Association to prove the merits of Shorthorn cattle in the commercial industry through increased data reporting and through programs like the American Shorthorn Association's National Sire Test at the University of Illinois. Practical data that is collected proves that Shorthorn cattle are the British crossbreeding solution. The ASA National Sire Test Program is a unique opportunity to collect data on Shorthorn influenced cattle in a system designed with commercial profit in mind. The 2017 calf crop just completed the trial with impressive reviews. 85% of the cattle graded choice or better, while converting at a rate of 5.32 pounds of feed per pound of gain over their 5-month period in the feed yard.
The first 2 calf crops from that program have been born, and there have been approximately 250 calves born, all unassisted, with an average birth weight of 83 pounds over the 2 years of data.
What we need are cattle that can cross on those, be productive, and take advantage of hybrid vigor. And those of us that raise Shorthorn cattle believe that they can do that, but we need data that really quantifies that and takes the guesswork out. And I think a trial like this goes a long way in making progress in that regard.
It's a great opportunity for a breeder to be able to take their bull and compare it to some of the better bulls within the breed to see where they stand, to see if they're making a genetic improvement or if we're just kind of at a standstill, and where we need to move as purebred producers, because it's my feeling that we need to try to stay 1 or 2 steps ahead of the commercial producer, who is our main customer and who we're focused on producing livestock for.
The data being collected that I find to be most interesting is the dry matter intake per pound of gain. I think that this is data that's very difficult to collect as an individual breeder, and to be able to do it in this setting with comparison among sires is very interesting.
Because Shorthorn breeders are increasing their data collection and utilizing the technologies and the programs that we have available to improve their herds and accelerate genetic improvement within the breed, I feel like they're able to offer a more high quality product to a commercial cattleman that's looking at utilizing Shorthorn genetics with all the the tools that we have available and the breeders that are using them, that our commercial customers are getting the best Shorthorn product that we can offer them.
For outstanding profit traits such as hybrid vigor, docility, and longevity in your cow herd, consider Shorthorn genetics. Shorthorn provides the British crossbreeding solution that provides feeder cattle that grade on par with the industry's finest commercial beef. Find out more by logging on to shorthorn.org. And to learn more about us, log on to theamericanrancher.com or connect with us on Facebook. That's all for this episode. I hope you enjoyed the show. I'm Pam Minnick for the entire American Rancher team. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time.
Right now, the commercial industry is in demand of an alternative British breed to put on a black-based British cow herd. And we want to fill that void. We take great pride in producing those animals, and we want to have the data to back that up.
That was superior.